Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Lion's Den. We're gonna hop right into today's video because I've got quite a few opinions I want to speak on, and let's put it this way: I don't want to make this video like 25 minutes long. So, first opinion I want to speak on is the whole Twitch debacle. Now, as you all know, Twitch has gone through a pretty rough breakup with some pretty big streamers and pretty rough time with, hate. People hating, jumping into people's streams, causing problems, basically the internet in a nutshell. And basically they have no idea how to handle it. A lot of creators' ways of dealing with that is jumping ship and moving over to YouTube platform to basically, I want to say bring awareness to Twitch, because it's kind of what it feels like. So I've seen a lot of people commenting that, oh, this creator betrayed Twitch, or this creator betrayed Twitch, or this person wouldn't have been here if it weren't for Twitch. And all we have to say is we don't know that. So one of my major pet peeves when it comes to the whole content creating scene is when a creator gets big, whether it be on Twitch, whether it be on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, OnlyFans, stuff like that. People get kind of roped around this whole, that's where you're going to be for the rest of your content creating career. And that's just not the case. Now, let's look at it this way. Say Tom Holland was to make this next Spider-Man movie. And, Tom Holland is now known for Spider-Man, so that's his most popular role. And now say he were to go and jump ship to whoever's got the DC contract right now, and he were to become the next Flash. So, what did he betray Sony when the Sony, and the Marvel, Sony and DC, or Sony and DC, Sony and Disney with the Marvel Universe stuff and the Spider-Man Universe stuff? I mean, it's the same with, say, let's say, that's pretty much the best example I'm going to come up with. I personally don't believe that just because a content creator is jumping ship to a whole new platform, I mean, who's to say that that content creator doesn't make it big on that new platform and it doesn't work out for them and they go back? They have enough diehard fans that when they're jumping ship, they know that they're going to have an audience when they leave. It's not like they are leaving their audience behind. And it's not like them moving over to YouTube. I mean, watching their content on YouTube now is going to be free. They can do much more. They can do so much more. Like, yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, well, they could have just made YouTube videos. Well, maybe they don't want to do that. Maybe they still want to live stream, but they want a place for their really long live streams now to have a library. I know Twitch does it, but in my personal opinion, YouTube just does it a little better. I mean, maybe they want to have that. Because Twitch kind of is a tier system. You're a nobody on Twitch if you don't subscribe to your favorite content creator, if you don't kind of fork that money out. Now, with YouTube is a place where you can pay, but that's not where a lot of your content is based off of. Like, you don't make content for little Jimmy and little Bob because they paid you a $120 full year platinum subscription. Like on YouTube, you have avenues to where you can do that, whereas Twitch, you do not. And Twitch is one of those people where if you're under their contract, you don't really have that contractual obligation to make content outside of Twitch. So, I mean, I see, I basically see this as a win-win for YouTube, and I see it as a win-win for Twitch because it's going to show Twitch what they need to do better for their content creators, and it's going to show YouTube whether they can handle the move to all these big creators coming over, like Tim the Tatman and somebody else was moving over. I don't really know because I don't really follow a whole lot of big creators on Twitch. Most of the creators I follow on Twitch are, smaller organizations and, smaller like mom and pop friend groups when it comes to streamers. And what I mean by that is like Noobs and Pros. They're a really good group of guys and girls that do weekly live streams, and it's amazing. Their stuff, their content that they talk about is amazing. You guys have heard me talk about them on the channel many a times, and I love it. The other people I watch are, um, I don't want to call them a small org because they're making waves on Twitter. They're making waves in the charity live stream game. They're making waves in Destiny. Um, and when I say making waves, I don't say making waves like y'all would say, oh, Jacksepticeye, he had 20 million views on this video. He's making waves. I mean, yeah, that's not really making waves. That's making tsunamis. What I mean by making waves is they're doing big things. And the people like that I'm talking about is Tricky, um, uh, uh, M, there's a few other ones. I can't really think of names right now, but again, when I get their names, link's going to be in the description. I will have Noobs and Pros tagged in this video because they're a small group of creators with big creator hearts. They are a group of creators who they don't. Now, I've talked about this before, and I'll say this is the next opinion. It's a good segue into this next opinion topic that I wanted to talk about. So, there are two types of content creators in this world. There are the friendly content creators who will basically take what your opinion of them is with a grain of salt because they know that you may not know that other person personally. And then there's the gatekeepers who will take your opinion and do anything humanly possible in your power to shut you down. Now, I put a lot of praise on a lot of these channels and stuff that I watch, a lot of these smaller channels. I've moved from watching a lot of big content creators down to little content. Like, I still have my big content creators that I watch, but I've moved to more of my little content creators because I like to see the smaller guys be able to break that wall when it comes to the gatekeeping that happens. And what I mean by this is, okay, so Noobs and Pros is one of those who they like to see everybody succeed. I could sit here and basically write reviews on every one of their live streams. I've actually thought about doing that and, casting my opinions on some of the stuff that they talk about. Why? Because I'm an opinion channel and that's what I do. I have other live streams that I've thought about doing that for as well. They're not the only ones, but they're the ones that have enough information and they put out enough information to form a formidable argument. And they would be okay with it. Like, they would probably take my opinions and fire them back, which is what's good, and that's what the gaming community, that's what the nerdcore community needs. And what I mean by nerdcore, I'm not just talking nerdcore rap, I'm talking nerdcore gaming, I'm talking nerdcore, all of it, the Twitter, the anime, all of it. Like, we need more debates, positive debates. We see so much negativity when it comes to Xbox is better, PlayStation is better, Nintendo Switch is better, PC is better. You have a PS5, so you're a fanboy. I've got a PS5, a Series S, and a Nintendo Switch. I'm no fanboy. I just like to play games. But the nerdcore community needs that debate. They need to pull people like me who like to make those debates in. It's healthy for the community. It brings up conversation. It brings up the standpoint of how do I put this? It brings up the standpoint of it allows creators like in the nerdcore music community, Daddy Fat Snaps, Fabo, Game Boy Jones, and a lot of them. It allows people like them to take what us people who have opinions, or mean, and kind of take that opinion and work on that and get better. I'm not saying a lot of those people aren't good already. I'm just saying that maybe an opinion could help them grow. Like I listen to them. They're some of my favorite artists, like CG5. I could go on and name a bunch more people, but like I said, I don't want to waste time talking about stuff like that. When it comes to different video game, like streamers and stuff like that, like the Genshin Impact community, the Dragon Ball Fighter, the Dragon Ball Fighter Z community, like a lot of the stick fighting, arcade side scrolling. Like there's a lot of communities that would benefit really well from opinion channels. And I mean, if I have to be the one to kick down the door to open up a debate about all of this, I will. Because, yeah, you hear the podcast, and yes, you hear the um, live stream debates, but I want my videos to be one of those. You're sitting down early morning, right before work, or right before a live stream, or right after a live stream, or something like that. You're just trying to relax. I want my videos to be those ones to get that memory going, to kickstart that conversation, to be like, okay, so yeah, Lions Den, he made a couple really good points. Like, I made a video a couple weeks back about toxic organizations and how they are gatekeeping the content creation community. And I still am a firm believer of that, and I am still a firm believer of that will never get better until people like me, are willing to tear them down. And I'm more than 100% willing to. Um, uh, Now, do I believe that I can do it by myself? No. I believe that I could light a fire under a lot of these toxic orgs that would start putting me on their radar and would start opening up the conversation. I already know I know of a couple organizations who are already upset with me about that video. One of them I'm pretty close to too. Um, but I mean, it's we just need more opinion styled content out there. Like it doesn't make sense for the nerdcore community not to have enough opinions. I understand there's reaction channels. I don't want to be that. I don't want to take away from the original content. Like you have people like Daddy Fat Snaps, whose music is best judged by us, the fans, and not a reaction channel. Now, again, I have nothing against. Okay, I don't want to say I have nothing against. I have a lot against reaction channels. I don't believe in reacting to somebody else's content and getting paid off of it because I'm not adding anything to the video. That's my opinion. Again, welcome to the Lion's Den. You don't like my opinions, you probably shouldn't be here. But yeah, I just feel like we would benefit more from having a lot more opinion channels. Like I've made opinions on GameStop. I've made opinions on our Democrats, our Republicans. I have made opinions on video game companies, Xbox, Microsoft, or well, Xbox is Microsoft, PlayStation. I've made opinions on Nintendo Switch. Like I make opinions. I love opinions, and I love speaking on my opinions. People are like, oh, well, why would you upload your opinions to YouTube? It's the best place for them. Best place for them. Like, because I know there are going to be some people out there who have like-minded opinions. People are like, oh, your videos aren't getting that many views. Okay, maybe they're not getting that many views. But if it sparks enough conversation, then my videos will start getting views. I'm talking about topics that other people refuse to talk about. I am talking about stuff that other people refuse to say out loud and publicly. Why? Because, I'm sorry, I'm not here to impress an org. If an org wants me on as a teammate instead of an enemy, I mean, I'm a very easy person to find. The Lion's Den on YouTube, at the underscore lion underscore den on Twitter. Like, I'm a very easy person to find. You comment on one of my videos, cool. Let's make content together. Let's grow together. Like, let's do this. But when it comes to a lot of these orgs, a lot of these small streamers, and a lot of these people who want to attack me because I like to shout out other channels and I like to shout out other live streamers, I do it because I find it fun. I do it because I like watching people succeed. And I also do it because at the end of the day, I know these people are going to understand that I've been there, I've had their back from 2 viewers all the way up to maybe 100 viewers. I've been in some streams about a year ago that were 5 people in the stream, up to now when there's still 100 people in the stream, and I'm still remembered by name. Everybody knows me, Panda Community. Like, I mean, I don't pull no punches with none of these orgs. These organizations, all the people that they have inside of them, some of them like me, some of them don't. And like I said, I'll make another video now explaining what orgs I'm talking about and explaining what people I have a problem with. But where does the conversation end there, though? Because it doesn't. Now, this video has been rambling on long enough, so I'm going to put my 2 opinions for this video in closing like this. When it comes to the whole debacle with Twitch, my thought process is this: it's only gonna look better now, because that's gonna light a fire underneath Twitch to finally start doing better and treating their content creators better. And when I say this about my second opinion that I had about the content creators, organizations, the people that you know, all of that, let's have a conversation. Like, I know there's a lot of you people out there who watch my videos, and I know there's a lot of people out there who watch my videos, or are people that have come across in other streams or other channels and stuff, and the people that have shouted me out. Let's talk. I mean, you know where my Twitter is. Twitter handles in my about. You can shout me out in the comments. We can have a conversation. PlayStation Network, if you want to verbally have this conversation, I mean, kudos, let's do this. I mean, I could pop on a live stream and we can debate. Like, that's the next part of this channel that's going to come this winter, is the debate part. I'm starting to get laundry list of things that I'm going to start talking about that are more on the touchy subject that a lot of people don't really want to talk about when it comes to the gaming community and stuff like that. But I mean, let's go. Let's talk. Like, I know of a lot of y'all who see my rants and raves on Twitter, who, have been following me long enough and see me in different people's streams, about my rants and raves. And let's talk. Like, you have a topic you want to hear me speak on? You could DM me on Twitter, drop your thing down in the comment section. Like, ask me when you see me in one of the streams. Y'all know I'm very adamant when it comes to being in people's streams. I love talking in people's streams. I just love getting some of those streamers' blood boiling. Like, I had a falling out with a really big streamer, and it probably ruined my chances at joining their org. But I want to give a shout out to Tricky, because he could have taken what I had a problem with and blacklisted me, and he didn't. He was a man about it. He came to me, told me where I was wrong, and I told him where I thought he was wrong, and we kind of figured that situation out, and the heads of that org kind of sat me down and explained what was going on, and we worked that situation out. And there's a lot of orgs that I wish would do that, but they don't. So, I mean, like I said, I look at it like this. Don't take my opinions for granted, because a lot of my opinions that I have, they are genuine opinions. Like I said, you can go through my channel and watch all the opinions that I've had so far. Yes, I've moved from a full gaming channel to an opinion channel, but best place for it. But like I said, this video's ran on long enough. I got other stuff I want to get planned on video wise. And I've got some other people that I need to talk to about the opinion stuff, so keep your eyes out for that. I'm going to see about making an appearance over on the Noobs and Pros podcast, so keep an eye out for me there. If that's something you want to see, drop a like, go over to their Twitter, shout them out, be like, hey, we want to see the Lions Den over there. We want to see them pick y'all's brain. And if you want to see them pick my brain, let them know. I mean, we can get something worked out. Because at the end of the day, it benefits everybody. It really does. It benefits everybody. So, but I mean, if you like what I said, drop a comment. Let me know what you want me to speak on next. Hit the subscribe button. You don't have to, but it is free. Drop a like if you liked it. Drop a dislike, if you feel like you disagree with my comments, or even drop a like if you do disagree, and drop it in the comments and tell me why you disagree, and we'll talk about it in the next video. I mean, heck, we may have upload another video today and talk about it. You never know. But you know who it is. It's your boy, the Lion's Den. They call me Tech, and peace.